Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. In this video, pag-uusapan natin kung paano mag-solve ng systems of nonlinear equations using substitution method. Without further ado, let's get this lesson started. Recall muna natin kung paano gagamitin tong substitution method sa mga systems of linear equations. So suppose meron tayong gantong given, 4x plus y equals 6, tsaka 5x plus 3y equals 4. Ito yung ating equation 1 and 2 respectively. So ginagamit ang substitution kung yung isa sa mga equation natin may term na ang coefficient ay 1. In this case, kung mapapansin natin sa equation 1, meron tayong y na ang coefficient ay 1 lang. So, pwede natin gamitin ang substitution method dito. So, we will manipulate equation 1. Dapat ang maiwan sa left side or sa isang side ng equation 1 ay yung term na ang kanyang coefficient ay 1. In this case, kailangan maiwan sa left side dahil nasa left side na naman ito, yung y variable. Yung term na may y. Ibig sabihin, yung 4x, ililipat mo sa kabila, itatranspose. This will be negative 4x or minus 4x plus 6. So, from the word itself, substitution, dahil meron ka ng isang value ng y in terms of minus 4x plus 6, ito na yung ipapalit mo sa y ng equation 2. What I mean is something like this. Meron kang 5x plus 3y equals 4. But this time, we will substitute y with its value of 4x plus 6 or negative 4x plus 6. And then we will solve for the variable na maiiwan. So we have negative 4x plus 6. Next, we have 5x pa rin ito. Yung 3, i-distribute. Ito ay magiging negative 12x. Tapos 3 times 6, this is 18. So, ayusin lang natin yung sulat sa part na to. Dahil ito ay plus, tapos negative, minus na yan directly. And then, we can combine these two terms. 5x minus 12x, we have negative 7x. And then, itong 18, lipat sa kabila, this will be 4 minus 18. Negative 7x is now equal to negative 14. And for the last step, you divide both sides by negative 7 para ma-eliminate na yung coefficient ng x, leaving us with just x equals positive 2. Pero hindi pa dito nagtatapos dahil ang sagot natin dito dapat ay ordered pair. Ang nasosolve pa lang natin ay yung x-coordinate ng ordered pair. We have to solve for the y. To do that, we will use this manipulated equation 1. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong y equals negative 4x plus 6. This time, we will substitute yung nasolve natin na value na x, which is 2. So doing that, we will have negative 4 times 2 plus 6. This is negative 8 plus 6. Simplifying this part, we have y equals negative 2. So ibig sabihin, negative 2 yung ka-pair ng positive 2. Yan na yung sagot sa systems of linear equations gamit ang substitution. So kung i-graph natin to, yan ang itsura. Ibig sabihin itong red line, yung 4x plus y equals 6. Blue line yung second equation, equation 2. Kung saan sila nag-meet, kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung na-arrive natin na value, 2, negative 2. So, ganyan natin i-interpret yung sagot na ordered pair, na coordinates. Kung ano man yung magiging sagot natin, kapag ginraph, doon natin makikita kung saan nag-meet yung dalawang lines dahil linear equations yung pinag-uusapan natin dito. But again, this is just a recall concept dahil ang pag-aaralan natin ay mga non-linear equation. I-define muna natin yung nonlinear equation. We have systems of nonlinear equations. Ang ibig sabihin nun, 2 or more equations na kailangan isolve simultaneously. Pero yung equation na involved, hindi lahat linear. Pwedeng isang linear, isang quadratic, or isang quadratic, isang cubic, or parehong quadratic, depende sa given. So halos kapareho lang 'to ng systems of linear equation, yun nga lang ang given dito hindi na linear, non-linear na. May mga quadratic or cubic equations. And for substitution method, yung kakagawa lang natin sa previous slide, ito yung process ng pagsosolve ng systems regardless kung linear or nonlinear equation, kung saan minamanipulate natin yung isang equation para yung isang variable ma-isolate sa left side or sa right side. Depende kung saan mo gustong ma-isolate yung variable. Tapos, yung resulting right side or yung resulting na kabilang side ng equation na minanipulate mo, yun na yung isa-substitute mong value for that variable. Isa-substitute mo yon sa next equation na nandun sa system. And same pa rin yung interpretation natin, yung ordered pair na magiging sagot natin, yun yung magiging point or points of intersection kapag ginraph natin yung equation sa system. So dito kasi, since may involve na tayo na nonlinear equations, pwedeng maging more than one yung sagot natin. Ginagamit ang substitution method kung ang isang equation ay linear, tapos ang pangalawang equation or yung isa pang equation na nasa system is nonlinear. May video pa tayo kung saan pag-uusapan naman natin, what if both equations ay hindi linear? Pero saka na yon. Dito muna tayo sa lesson na to. Again, ginagamit ang substitution method if one equation is linear and the other one is non-linear. So para mas maintindihan, let's have the following examples. We have to solve this system. We have x negative y plus 2 equals 0. And then this second equation, this is x squared equals y minus 1. Yung equation 1 natin dahil linear siya, tapos yung equation 2 quadratic, therefore pwede nating gamitan ng substitution method. Dahil linear yung first equation, mamaya kapag ginraph natin, we expect that the graph of this is aligned. And dito sa second equation, dahil x lang yung may squared, we know that this is an example of a parabola. Yan, so recall natin from conic section. Pero mamaya pa yan, pag ginraph na natin. Same lang kung ano yung ginawa natin kanina sa recall part. We can manipulate an equation kahit alin dyan, dapat ma-isolate yung isang variable. Gamitin natin yung equation 2. Yung equation 2 merong x squared equals y minus 1. Dito, mahihirapan tayong i-isolate itong x squared dahil kukuhanan pa natin yan ng square root both sides. Magiging komplikado yung pag-substitute natin. Instead, we will isolate y. Negative 1 will be transposed. Parang ganito. And then, itong value ng y, x squared plus 1, ito yung isa-substitute natin sa y sa equation 1. Gawin natin. So, our equation y is x minus y plus 2 equals 0. But for our next line, we will use y is equal to x squared plus 1. Ito. So, we have x minus, and then we will write the value of y, x squared plus 1. Next, we will distribute negative. This will be negative x squared. Negative times positive, we have negative 1 plus 2. Combine lang natin itong dalawa. Since pareho silang constant, we can just write them as positive 1. Rearrange lang natin para mauna yung x squared. We have negative x squared plus x plus 1 equals 0. Again, ni-rearrange lang natin yung left side, kaya walang mababagong sign dyan. Kapag tayo ay nag-transpose, yon, doon lang tayo magkakaroon ng pagbabago ng sign. So going back here, pwedeng ang gawin natin dito, multiplyan natin ng negative 1 para hindi nakakalito. Yan. Wala ng negative ngayon, yung ating leading term or yung x squared. Ito yung magkakaroon ng negative x tapos pati rin yung 1. Next, we have to solve this quadratic equation using the different methods kung paano mag-solve ng quadratic equation. Kung limot mo na kung paano mag-solve ng quadratic equation, ilalagay ko yung playlist ko about quadratic equation dito sa upper right corner ng video na to dahil kailangan natin ang iba't ibang method ng pagsasolve ng quadratic equation. If I'm not mistaken, diniscuss ito nung grade 9. For this particular example, gagamitin natin yung tinatawag na quadratic formula. That is, we have x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Yung ABC na nakikita nyo dyan, dito natin kukunin sa last line ng ating first column. Meaning, ang a natin yung katabi ng x squared, which is 1. Yung b natin yung katabi ng linear term. Ang katabi naman dito ay negative 1. Importante dito na sinasama mo yung sign ng ating coefficient. And for C, you have negative 1 as well. Substitute lang natin and then we solve. We have negative of negative 1 plus minus the square root of negative 1 squared minus 4 times A, your A is positive 1, times C, which is negative 1. All over 2a, ang a natin ay positive 1. Negative times negative is positive. Negative 1 squared is positive 1. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times negative 1, that is positive 4. All over 2 times 1, that is 2. Next, we continue. We have 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 plus 4. This is 5 over 2. Since hindi mo na naman makukuhanan ng exact square root itong 5, that's the time we will separate them. So, tuloy natin dito sa next slide. Yan, ganyan. So, what I mean with separate is that yung x sub 1, kukuhanin yung positive. Tapos, yung x sub 2 naman, kukuhanin yung negative. Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina sa definition na pwedeng maging dalawa ang sagot. Kasi quadratic na yung involved na ating equation. So ito, you may use your calculator para ma-transform ito into decimal and then make sure to round it off to 2 decimal places. Or kung ayaw mo namang mag-calculator, pwedeng ganyan na yan kasi ito na naman ay simplified radical. But for the sake of discussion, mamaya makikita nyo kung bakit natin dapat i-change into decimal. So we have x sub 1 is equal to 1.62. And then for the second one, we have negative 0.62. Kaya natin ginawang decimal kasi 'di ba, tandaan nyo kanina nung nag-recall part tayo, kalahati pa lang to ng ating solution. Ibig sabihin, we still have to solve for y. Ito, negative 0.62, hindi pa natin alam yung y. So baka mahirapan kayo kung radical yung mismong isa-substitute nyo dito sa ating equation. So mas maganda kung i-change natin into decimal. Basta make sure na tama yung pagkaka-round off sa second decimal number. So we have x sub 1 is equal to 1.62. And for x sub 2, meron tayong negative 0.62. What we're going to do here is we will choose any equation. Kayo bahalang mamili kung sa equation 1 or equation 2 nyo isa-substitute. Pero piliin natin yung mas mukhang madali, meaning itong first equation. We have x minus y plus 2 equals 0. But this time, we will use the value of x, which is 1.62. Adding the like terms, this is 1.62 plus 2. That will give us 3.62 minus y equals 0. So, transpose natin yung y. 3.62 equals positive y. So, positive na yung y, ibig sabihin yan na yung ating y coordinate. Ang kapartner ng 1.62 ay 3.62. We will do the same for x sub 2. We have x minus y plus 2 equals 0. We have negative 0.62 minus y plus 2. Again, we will combine negative 0.62 and 2 kasi pareho silang constant, leaving us with 1.38 minus y. Again, kailangan maging positive yung y, kaya instead na 1.38 yung ating itra-transpose, yung y na yung transpose natin. Yan, positive na yung y. So we can say that the y-coordinate for the second x-coordinate is 1.38. So yan na, yung ating answer. Our first answer is 1.62, 3.62. And the second answer is negative 0.62, 1.38. Dito, since non-linear na nga yung ating systems, may mga pagkakataon na isa lang yung sagot or katulad nito, dalawa yung ating sagot. In that case, we have to consider both. Kung dalawa ang sagot, edi dalawa dapat ang ibabox mo or gagawin mong final answer. Kung tatlo ang sagot, edi tatlo ang ating final answer. Again, i-graph natin to parang doon sa ginawa natin sa recall. Makikita naman natin na yung point kung saan tumama yung line or yung equation 1 sa equation 2 na parabola, it really justifies our solution. Therefore, our answer for this system is negative 0.62, 1.38, and 1.62, 3.62. Next, proceed tayo sa example 2. Same pa din ang gagawin. We have to solve the following system. Now, I challenge you to solve this on your own. After 10 seconds, resume playing this video para makita natin kung tama yung sagot mo. Tulad ng ginawa natin kanina, select an equation na pwede nating i-manipulate. So, dito mukhang mahirap i-manipulate yung first equation dahil ito ay equation ng circle. Di ba ganyan ang standard form ng circle? And then this second equation is a line. In this case, hindi natin madaling mamamanipulate yung equation 1, kaya we will stick with equation 2. Nagkakataon lang na laging equation 2 ang ating minamanipulate. It depends upon the given kung ano yung mas madaling tingnan or mas sa tingin nyo ay mas simple, yun yung i-manipulate nyo. So dito, again, mamimili tayo kung x ba or y yung ating i-isolate. In this case, x naman. We have x here equals 4 minus y. Ito yung ating isi-substitute sa x ng ating equation 1. So we have x squared plus y squared equals 16. But instead of writing x, sa second line, isusulat na natin yung 4 minus y. So we have 4 minus y squared plus y squared equals 16. Kung mapapansin nyo, ito hindi agad natin pwedeng matranspose yung mga terms niya sa loob kasi meron pang parenthesis squared. Instead, we will expand this binomial. Isusquare natin itong binomial na ito. 4 squared is 16. 4 times negative y is negative 4y. Times 2 is negative 8y. And then for the last term, we have plus y squared. Square mo lang yung y. And then we also have this y squared na kasama mismo sa given equals 16. Just add these two like terms. Tapos yung 16, i-transpose mo na din sa kabila. We have 16 minus 8y plus 2y squared minus 16 equals 0. Obviously, 16 minus 16 will be equal to 0. So, maka-cancel out na yan, leaving us with just these two terms. Negative 8y plus 2y squared equals 0. Again, dahil quadratic equation yung ating resulting equation sa first part ng ating solution, wala tayong choice kundi gumamit ng iba't ibang method kung paano mag-solve ng quadratic equations. In this case, pwede natin gamitin yung factoring by common monomial factor or CMF. Kung limot mo na yon, ilalagay ko yung link ng video na yon dito sa upper right corner ng video na to. I suggest i-review mo muna yon at yung iba pang methods of solving quadratic equation dahil gamit na gamit yon sa lesson na to. To do that factoring of CMF, uunahin natin yung 2y squared minus 8y equals 0. And then you will factor out their common monomial factor, which is 2 for the coefficient dahil yun yung kanilang GCF. Tapos, for the variables, y. 2 divided by 2 is just 1. Y squared divided by y will just be y. Next, for this one, we have minus 8 divided by 2, that is 4. Y divided by y, wala na. So, ito na yung resulting factors natin. Afterwards, we will use the zero product property. This is 2y equals 0, and this is y minus 4 equals 0. Dividing both sides by 2, para matanggal itong coefficient na to, this will be y sub 1 equals 0 divided by 2, that's just 0. And then for this one, we have y equals positive 4. So ito yung ating mga y coordinate. Obviously, sa given na to, we expect that we will be arriving with two ordered pairs. So, tuloy natin. For this part, we will use y sub 1 equals 0. Tapos dito ay y sub 2 equals 4. Pipili ka kung saan mo isa-substitute. Pero again, gamitin natin yung mas madaling tingnan or yung mas madaling equation, which is itong x plus y equals 4. Substitute mo yung 0 for y. X plus 0, that is just x. And then ito, 4 na yan. Wala na tayong magagawa. Isolated na yung variable. Meaning, ito yung ating x sub 1. At itong 4 ang ka-pair ng 0. Do the same for this second y value. We have x plus 4 equals 4. And then we will transpose this, making it look like 4 minus 4. 4 minus 4, that is 0. And that is your x sub 2. So, itong dalawang to, na ordered pair, ito yung ating sagot sa systems of nonlinear equation. Again, to interpret this, i-graph natin itong circle at itong line. Mapapansin nyo sa graph natin, sa 0, 4, and 4, 0, yun nga yung mga points kung saan nag-intersect yung circle at yung line. Therefore, our answer is correct, and this graph confirms our solution. So, ganun tayo mag-solve ng nonlinear equations using substitution method. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.